A traveller set out on a long journey, their heart filled with hope and determination. Their destination? A distant oasis that promised peace and fulfillment. But as they walked under the blazing sun, a fierce sandstorm suddenly rose. The wind howled like a wild beast, and the sharp grains of sand lashed at their skin. Panicked but resourceful, the traveller thought, "I must survive this." They scavenged what little they could find, a few branches, scraps of cloth, and built a fragile shelter. As they huddled inside, shielding themselves from the storm, they whispered, "This will save me." And it did. When the storm passed, the traveller emerged, exhausted but alive. They looked at the shelter and felt a deep attachment. "This saved my life," they thought. "I can't abandon it." So they tied it to their back and carried it forward. At first it felt like a badge of survival, but then came the next challenge, a towering Rocky Mountain range. The narrow paths and jagged edges made it impossible to move freely. The shelter kept snagging on rocks, pulling them back, slowing them down. Frustration built as they struggled. Sweat dripping, breath heaving, they stopped. Do I keep holding on to this shelter, or let it go to move forward? The decision wasn't easy. That shelter had saved them once. Letting go felt like losing a part of themselves. Something deep inside whispered, "You don't need it anymore." With trembling hands, they placed the shelter down, said a silent thank you, and began to climb without it. Each step became lighter. The air felt freer. When they finally reached the peak, they looked out over the horizon with a new sense of clarity. The burden was gone, and they were ready for whatever lay ahead.